Okay, today we're going to talk about a change of base formula, but let's start by reminding you what a logarithm is. So logarithms, again, are the inverse of exponentials. We have log, we have a little number that is subscript of the base. You take the log of a number, and a log helps you find a missing exponent. So how do I go back and forth between a log and exponential? Again, if you're taking log of the little number is the base, so little b becomes big B, raised to the exponent equals what number you're actually taking the log of. So again, I say, remember, think of it as a circle. Little b becomes big B, raised to the exponent equals the number you are taking the log of. Now, these days, fancy calculators, you can actually type in any base. You can make the subscript be any number on today's fancy calculators. But if you ever look at a basic scientific calculator or a more basic calculator, you'll notice that there's only one button for log and that there is no option of creating a number for that subscript. Okay, so basic scientific calculators or more basic calculators only defaults to log base 10. And why does it default to base 10? Because that is our number system. We have 10 ones, make a 10, 10 tens, make 100, 10 hundreds, make 1,000, so forth. Okay, so how do we evaluate a log if I can't just type it into a fancy calculator and change the subscript? Well, that is when we need to know what's called the change of base formula. Change of base formula allows you to change a logarithm into any base, but most commonly we want to change it to base 10 so that we can utilize more basic calculators. So if you have a log of a number given some base, well, what if I don't have a fancy calculator? What if I just have basic scientific? Again, I won't be able to evaluate this unless it's base 10. So what I can do is I can change it to base 10 by taking log of the number that you're taking and dividing it by log of the base. Now here I'm going to write it as just log, no subscript, meaning base 10, because that is most commonly what is used for. Of course, you could say this could be any number. So technically, if we wanted to say log base C, log base 2 of m divided by log base 2 of b, you could. But again, most commonly, the point of this formula is that we want to utilize it for simpler calculators that are base 10. So easy way to remember this is think base on bottom. Base on bottom. So let's do some examples of this. How do we use change of base to evaluate log base 8 of 32? Well, all you got to remember is base on bottom. So we're going to write it as log of 32 divided by log of 8. Again, if you take SAT, PSAT, this might be the correct answer. If you actually need to evaluate it in a calculator and get an estimate answer, this would be approximately 5/3. So again, just know both answers are appropriate. The SAT loves these, which one is equivalent to expressions. So again, to try one more, if we have log base 4 of 18, again, all you got to remember is base equals bottom. So log of 18 divided by log of 4. And again, once you have that more basic calculator, we can actually evaluate the log using base 10, and this one would be about 2.085 using calc. And that is it, change the base formula. Just remember, base on bottom.